longer ago, and Nicky Byrne too. And everyone I've spoken to has been at pains to play down their footballing prowess. Well, everybody except Johnny Wilkes. But if you tap beneath the surface, you sense that most have been engaged in fitness regimes of one kind or another, some more punishing than others, but all aimed at preserving the single biggest motivating power at work here tonight, male vanity. Right back for the rest of the world is Gethin Jones, headed away by Ralph Little, and here's Teddy Sheringham reunited with Alan Shearer in the England attack. This is Ollie Murs, and here is Alan Shearer, headed away by Sami Hyypiä. Here's Michael Sheen. Everybody wants to look good tonight. You never know. Cheryl Cole might be watching.
England have certainly got some comfortable players. Robbie Williams and Johnny Wilkes are very good things about Ollie Murs, Grant.
Taking on Gordon Ramsay, who's actually old enough to be Ollie Murs' dad. I'm not suggesting for one moment, of course, although there is a bit of a facial resemblance. Here's Teddy Sheringham. And wouldn't you just know the footballer can't control it? He can control it. Look at this. This might be the greatest player I've ever seen. Zinedine Zidane. Mike Myers. Joe Calzaghe. Here's Ryan Giggs. It's a searching ball for Nicky Byrne. David Seaman in two minds.
Steady, Nicky. Far too good looking to go jumping in there with a goalkeeper like that.
Joe Calzaghe to Zinedine Zidane. Calzaghe can't quite catch up with the pass. Jamie Redknapp to Teddy Sheringham. A more familiar combination than Zidane to Calzaghe. Here's Ollie Murs. Easily taken by Jens Lehmann in goal for the rest of the world.
Decent ball in though from Ollie Murs. It was right gully, but Jens Lehmann read it well, come out and plucked it out the air.
This is Mike Myers. Michael Sheen, that's a little optimistic, I think.
Yeah, that might be asking just a bit too much. Mike.
Yeah, the magic moments of the first two Soccer games were not so much the goals, but the surreal moments, the moment when Craig David barged Jaap Stam off the ball at Wembley, and when Alistair Campbell challenged Paul Gascoigne here at Old Trafford. Diego Maradona versus Robbie Williams in a 50-50. Commentary lines you never thought you'd hear yourself say. Offside. Remember Kenny Logan's outrageous foul on Alan Shearer 2 years ago, and Danny Jones and McFly crossing perfectly for Shearer to head home. Fantasy meets reality, and all in a really good cause. Henrik Larsson playing at centre-back for the rest of the world. Rather controversial Kenny Dalglish selection, particularly as he's left Luis Figo on the bench tonight.
Yeah, he is, yeah. Listen, some good players still to come on, and I think the managers are going to need one or two options later on, because never underestimate the fact that particularly the celebrities, they get a bit nervous and they get through a fair bit of energy before the game's even started. So I think they'll need those extra boys to come on second half for sure.
Yes, we're just reaching that lovely phlegm in the back of the throat moment now, and you realise they haven't done quite as much training for this as you thought. Here's Robbie Williams. Tackled by Nicky Byrne. Westlife meets Take That on the far side. Kenny Dalglish is in charge not only of the rest of the world, but apparently finding Liverpool a new manager at the moment. He's got a busy week.
The next team talk he does might be a wee bit different to the one he probably did about half an hour ago.
It's Robbie Williams with a long throw. Alan Shearer with the head back to Teddy Sheringham. Stolen from him by Henrik Larsson. Brought down by Ben Shepherd. He's on a slightly different time zone, Ben, because he's used to getting up at 4:30 in the morning. He's usually in bed by now.
Actually, it was a good foul to make that, because Henrik Larsson had really got motoring. You're not sure. You can always take him out the equation and argue about it after.
That familiar Zinedine Zidane, Mike Myers combination up front for the rest of the world. Michael Sheen has taken captaincy very seriously. Ryan Giggs tackled well by Ollie Mers. That's a good moment for Mers, who is a Manchester United fan. He's a Manchester United fan from Essex. Feeds Ben Shepherd. It's a half-decent cross, but Ralph Little and Alan Shearer weren't quite on the same wavelength. Robbie Williams. Joe Calzaghe can get it away. It's a bit bigger than a boxing ring, isn't it, Joe? Gordon Ramsay limped off by this stage 2 years ago. He has got bad knees, in fairness. He's given away a few years to 1 or 2. Mike Myers is actually the oldest outfield player on the field at 46. Ollie Mers the youngest at 26. Should be a handicap. Mersey's cross, turned away by Henrik Larsson. Here is Mike Myers. Zidane couldn't control it. Such a good pass. Jamie Redknapp being managed by his dad tonight, not for the first time. It happened at Bournemouth, it happened at Southampton. Giggs to Myers, dispossessed by Redknapp. Damien Lewis, fresh from our West End stage run. He's been co-starring alongside Keira Knightley. Tonight he co-stars alongside Jamie Redknapp. Giggs. Now, Nicky Byrne's onside here. Ralph Little managed to get back, and the rest of the world have a corner.
Yeah, he did well there, Ralph Little. Nicky Byrne had a bit of space. Good early ball from Ryan Giggs. Ralph Little watch, look, they're just, him and Robbie Williams just getting a little bit confused, so good defensive play, gets back and just knocks it away.
Michael Sheen. Nicky Byrne. This is Gethin Jones, and now Ryan Giggs. Good run this by Larsson. Looking to roll it back to Michael Sheen. Ralph Little got in the way. Many of tonight's players are parents themselves. Nicky Byrne's twin boys were charging around Fulham's training ground on Friday when I dropped in on preparations for the game. Ollie Mers looking to run Gordon Ramsay. Larsson is there. Name drop or what, but I sat next to Woody Harrelson at lunch on Friday. We compared notes on parenting 17-year-old daughters. Just the very pleasure and privilege of having your own children gives you a natural association with the aims of UNICEF. Alan Shearer.
Desperate to have a shot there, Shearer as well. Trying to find half a yard for that right foot.
Scored a couple of goals 2 years ago at Wembley against the rest of the world in this fixture. Sheringham. Pulled back to Damien Lewis with a bit of space. Now he's looking to chip. Jens Lehmann is a fantastic effort which comes back off the angle. And a wonderful attempt. An actor for almost defeating an international goalkeeper. Jens Lehmann was playing for Stuttgart in the Champions League last season.
Brilliant effort that was. Goalkeeper came out thinking he was going to be maybe trying to pick it out in front of Alan Shearer. He nearly ended up picking it out the back of the net.
Here's Zidane, not the man to give it to, Robbie. Nicky Byrne goes down. Is that a penalty? Robbie Williams brought him down. Penalty to the rest of the world. Controversial decision by Pierluigi Collina, not because it wasn't a foul, but it's Robbie's game.
Well, that's Collina's 2 tickets for Robbie's next concert. Up the Swanee, definitely.
But he might get in the next Westlife gig. Well, Nicky Byrne won the penalty, and they always say, never let the man who has fouled take the penalty. He hit the crossbar at Wembley 2 years ago, Nicky Byrne, not from the spot.